And you can also you can gift them, and it's just an option than just tracking it by bits, but we can talk about it.
Heck yeah.
Later.
No, I trust John more than anything else. We should listen to that.
Josh.
Too much power.
Too much power. How you doing, John?
Which John?
The better John.
Great.
Oh,
I mean, it really just comes down to who answers first, right?
yeah, John, come on, you didn't even answer.
I gave him the opportunity. He stayed silent.
So I didn't grow up with brothers, but I had a roommate who had like 5 brothers, and so every little instance of the like, okay, who has to take out the trash, and you like touch your nose, like all those little competitions, like it's ingrained in me now.
Yep.
Same. Skylar, I almost called you Skylar, Josh. I did not see your shirt until after I made my name, just so you know.
Oh, Lil Mama.
Lil Mama, let's go, Lil Mama.
All that comes to my mind is the Logic song. It's like, Mama, look at me now.
See, for me, it's like, come on, little mommy, let me whisper in your ear. Like,
I was really tempted to be evil and change mine to Nida, just to confuse Rory.
Oh, please don't. Please
You don't have to confuse Rory. He woke up confused.
In all of my summaries, I have to go back and make sure it's Nida and Inala, and then it's like Vitazan and Vendari. I have to like make sure.
I know. Vitazan and Vendari, I always get them mixed up. Vitazan is now, I'm clear, the leader. Vendari is the follower.
Yes.
Yes. But I got that mixed up so many times.
Protector.
Well, Protector. Yeah. Right. I'm sorry.
Definitely heard something about a Hector, and I was really confused for a second.
Hector, Protector.
All right, we are late. Let's go ahead and kick over. You'll be seen and heard in 3, 2, and 1.
No.
Hello. Welcome to Blue Box, everyone. Hopefully we'll have a good night tonight. I don't know, we might suck, but thank you for joining us if we do. Wait, no, Josh, every time I say something, I think of Josh. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to play some D&D. And I have this great cast with me. We're missing Ashlyn tonight. Nida is working. She'll be back next week. But team, what happened last time? We're going to start off, of course, with John Kalak, who has these amazing summaries, which get him stream MVP almost every week.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get it up here and ready.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Okay.
I can't with you tonight.
On the Bloom's brief return to us, by House Scribe Snyder, Esquire, Council Fellow. This account may shock and horrify those familiar with Galana's holy sanctum, known for its beauty, purity, and sanctity. Our reverent Vitazan Nida returned quickly from her first foray into the twisting dunes of the Sea of Darksun. Where she walked, flowers bloomed, and the sick became healed. It can't be helped that soiled outsiders would become caught in her wake, and there they stay, like burrs or fleas. We, those tasked with supporting the Vendari, rejoiced in the splendor of our bloom. Then we recoiled at the intrusion of her motley companions. While Nida spoke of import to Meitan and Joran, her companions soiled our holy grounds. A Kreen, I say! A Kreen has never set foot in this holy place, in centuries, since the first brick was placed. I refuse to document its actions or the uncouth actions of the unsanctified. I refuse. I will note that the rivalry between the esteemed Vendari Inala and Gaval lives on. I foretell their children will be of great import. Sorry, that part threw me off. Joran, in his wisdom, warned the group that any activity they take against the slave caravans to be prepared to face the half-giant Holton. Bent, twisted, he finds pleasure in the pain of others, an incarnation of the malicious and vile spirits which travel the sands. Let it be said that there is one of Nida's apostles who has become, and is shown to be worthy of being, Nida's friend and confidant, one Zephytok. Nida shared with him one of her most vulnerable interests, her pet bloodvine. And with no sense of humors or condescension, he displayed a shared knowledge and intimate respect of the desert and all life in it. Furthermore, the nature of our existence in this waste of sand is of perseverance and death. The desert hones us like a grinding wheel and blade. The chaff falls, and what remains is a tight-knit edge of the most powerful materials. It is no surprise that Zephytok and Nida met on its balance. As Nida spoke to him of her father and mother, Zephytok revealed that he was also a spiritual child of Nida's father. In his arm, as he draws back a bow, is the spirit of her father. As he runs the dunes, breathes the spirits of nature, and sees the growing changes in Nida, so does her father. Her father's fate is yet unknown to either. A cryptic half-whisper from the tempest is the only clue. In these revelations, tears fell as if gifts to Galana. In the morning, the group departed, and our task to unsoil and sanctify the temple began. I leaned on my broom as I watched them from the temple threshold. Their plan to infiltrate the slavers and find the source of mind-rending beetles was dangerous, but Galana would watch over our Nida. And looking past my misgivings of their comport, may Galana bless the lot of them.
What misgivings of their comport had you?
Oh, they're just filthy. Never a prayer they have spoken of Galana. Cleanse themselves in the bath? No. Learn of our teachings? No. Fight and wrestle on our sanctified grounds? Eject them!
Be gone.
There you go.
Bravo. All right, so we're going to start clipping these and putting them on our Instagram channel and in our Discord. These summaries are the best we have ever seen in Blue Box history, John. You are crushing this. No disrespect to all the others, including Josh, who typically laps into some sort of strange Italian accent. These are amazing.
Hey.
And just a warning, I love unreliable narrators that have their own bent of like what happens. So you can read these and
yes.
like it's like 80% entertainment value.
Which is all it should be.
Like
yes.
20% what actually went down.
All right, player intros quickly, please, and we'll play the video and get into tonight's game. Let's start with you, Tick.
Wasn't ready for that. Tick, big half giant, the big little brother, but not really, to Zephytok, which has been clearly stated last time that he is his bigger brother. So we'll figure out what that means. And absolutely thrilled to be going in to be a guard, if I remember correctly, or hired to be a guard, and just thrash his sword amongst all these slavers.
Anala.
Nala is our grumpy elf protector of Nida and feels very cheated for not being able to punch Gaval in the face.
Yes, she was.
Very cheated. She may have been yelling it internally just all night last time, but nope. Oh, yeah. I'm happy.
Kalak.
I play Kalak. Something or another. I'm sorry. I play Kalak Arikior. He's a Thrycreen scout and fighter of the Drikdul Tech Thrycreen pack. He follows Tick around a lot and tries to sneak attack him. Because that's the only way he can win.
Zephytok.
Hey, yo, everybody. I play Zephitox. He is a 9-foot quarter giant. He's a big boy. He's not level 3 because I messed up. And I was supposed to do the slow expansion. So he's just level 2 at the moment. He has a best buddy named Skrit, who's currently, because it is still canon, even though I messed up the advancement, he is currently in a little chrysalis, or whatever it's actually called, John, with you and your rhino beetle.
Rhino beetle? What?
Yeah, your rhino beetle. Correct me, John. Correct me.
No, I will not. I refuse.
But what is it actually called when the insect is in that?
Pupation, but it does have a chrysalis. Yeah, but I have a Goliath beetle. That's all the corrections.
Yeah.
Done. I'm done.
Yeah, rhino.
Lucius.
Yes, but no.
No, I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry.
No,
I could,
was just gonna
you're
BS
not
more.
done.
No.
Lucius.
Guys, my name is Becca. I play Lucius. He is a level 2 elf, Elven Bardic. He is all over the place. You had to give me a look, sorry. He is grumpy, he is happy, he is sad, he's moody, all of the above. I believe he's a guard, and he has a big old boy named Bach, who is his good puppy pal. And he loves Bach very much.
And with that, we'll kick off the video, and when we resume, the party will be in front of Marius, the leader of this caravan, with the exception of Nida and Kalak, who are lagging back with Bach.
I wouldn't be leaving Nida. That's why I pointed at myself, not touching my nose.
The story gets better, guys. You don't know. There is so much to be told. String theory could happen. Yes, Ian.
What was the caravan leader's name?
Marius. Marius is atop a Crodlu, talking to everyone except Kalak and Nida. No, you were with them, weren't you? Or were you back with Nida? So you're gonna lag behind as well?
I'm not leaving Nida.
Okay, all right.
So then Lucius isn't a guard.
Well, no one's a guard yet. You're being talked to.
Well,
Marius
fair
is,
enough.
you're trying to hire on.
But Lucius isn't by Marius then.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He left Bach with them in the backyard.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't catch. I was keeping her and Bach together. Him and Bach together.
The Sea of Dark
know.
Sun.
It's okay, Becca. I listen.
The secret lies in Cat's Cradle. What? Okay, all right. The chatters are messing with me now as well.
Why are we not?
All right, welcome everyone. As you stand in front of Marius, he sits atop this Crodlu, confident, middle-sized human with a ponytail pulled back, dark hair, and a jaunty smile upon his face. And he says again, "If you would hire on, I will pay 2 silver a day." And he squarely looks at Tick, at Zephitok, and at Lucius.
John, for our context, 2 silver is a lot.
Yeah. So 10 ceramic pieces are 1 silver. So 2 silver a day is 20 ceramic a day.
To reference it to water, how much would like a gallon of water be if you were to buy it?
It's like 5 ceramic, so this would be like, yeah.
4 gallons of water a day.
Mhm.
I would understand myself being 2 silver and the little one being 2 silver. But for that of the big one, would you not be willing to go more?
My friend, if I go more, I ignore the fact that he will consume more water every day. The silver I give each day, I do value his power. I am a friendly man. I am a kind man. These caravans, these are my livelihood. I have no ill will toward anyone, but I cannot pay more than 2 silver because then I have to give more water every day for this giant.
So, if I'm understanding, then the 2 silver plus you'll give me water.
Of course, yes. This is how
No.
we...
That sounds fair to me.
Now, sorry, go ahead.
Does that mean for those that drink less water, they get more pay?
Josh, you're quiet. I don't
You're
know.
quiet.
I don't know if there's... you. No one else sounds quiet to me, just you.
It's only on Zoom.
All right, can you please scream for the rest of the night?
Okay. Effectively, he said, does that mean for those that drink less water that they'll get more pay?
You are a negotiator, my friend. This is fair. For each of you who are not like him, he points up at Tick, 2 silver plus 2 ceramic each day.
And Zephatok will look at Lucius to see if he's in agreement with this price.
Lucius gives you no indication except he'll just raise one eyebrow.
So you give me an indication, but it
Okay.
is one eyebrow.
Lucius doesn't say anything. He keeps his demeanor, but
He will look back at Marius and just do a half bow. Your wish is our command.
Would it be so? I have never met anyone who's really meaningful when they say, my wish would be their command. I must be honest with you, though. I expect trouble. I have aligned with my house, but House Sham and House Inika, they will likely waylay us. I try to create fair trade, honest dealings, but Sham and Inika, these houses, as we head to the Red Obelisk, they are often, well, I will say you will earn your wage, and I would not try to betray any trust. You must know your coin will be earned.
John, the name House Inika and Sean, does that strike any bells for any of us?
So anyone that wants to check, roll knowledge local.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Lucius. Come on, little mama. Like, hey! Okay.
5.
Yeah, well played, Tick, as always.
Come on, Lucy. Yep, of course, nothing.
14.
Okay.
18. 18.
I heard. So you have 18. Lucius has 14. So Inika means nothing to either of you. Sham is a well-known house, a mercantile trade union based out of Tyr, heading to Balak many times, all up and down the crescent area of the Sea of Dark Sun. You know them with that 18, Zephatok, more tangentially. You know them sort of as almost academically. You, even with that 14, little mama, you know Sham well. They were part of your backstory. You have written out this house Sham, defiling, degrading, utterly evil. That this man, whatever cargo he carries, and you get the sense, well, actually, hold on. Everyone please roll D20, add your wisdom, and give me your nat roll. D20 plus wisdom, your total roll.
7.
7, okay. Not you, John.
Killing it tonight.
Not you, Nala. No, so when it's not here, only those three.
15.
15, okay.
11.
11, all right. Yeah, Tick, even you. You sense, as he says this, whoops, the right one. He doesn't seem, he feels as though he's carrying fair cargo. He seems like a genuine person, like gregarious, perhaps oblivious. He pulls back in the saddle, wipes that ponytail back. Then we have a deal, my friends. If so, Bazrak is my leader, and he will speak to you in moments. I can use your girth, your strength. I would love to have you in my caravan to aid us. This will not be an easy journey. You know this, my Mechalots, these caravans, the Argosies, they have no wheels. You cannot take wheels upon the sands. We will not go through the Badlands which lead to Tyr. We will have to go around. We will have to carry and drag these things upon the slides beneath these Argosies. And in such travel, we will likely have challenge.
There's no grow proportions for me. I like to keep it simple. One is, will it be you or the other fella telling us where to go? Like, where to protect?
As you ask this, you see another man pull up on a kank. And as he pulls beside you, you hear the clacking of the kank's feet upon the sand. Skritting up next to you, antenna pulled to either side. This man, if I'll just be no deceit about it, there's a villainous look to his eyes. He has a sneer. He is...
And that's Bazrak?
This is Bazrak, yes. As Bazrak pulls up, he kind of pulls back on the reins of his kank with a bit of a yank, abusive to his animal. And behind him, you see a massive half-giant. You remember the name of Holton Fett. This half-giant stands eye to eye with Tick. And he just looms behind as Bezrek pulls up. Yes, I will be ordering you. I will give you all your commands. Now, you. What's your name, giant?
You can call me Tick.
I will call you Boy. You take the lead on the left caravan, Mechalot. Move, now. Now!
He'll move. Yeah, no, he's used to this, and he'll play right into it. So he'll move along and go to where he was ordered to go.
As you do, you see Bezrak, he eyes you. Holton Fett watches you.
May I, especially, I grew up basically majority of my life in slavery, right? Orders and stuff were common.
Yes.
Not extremely abusive all the time, but still understanding submission to the authority kind of thing.
Yes.
Can I play into that just a little bit so that I am not at all coming off? Like, I'm big, I'm strong, maybe a little dumb, but I'm not going to challenge you, kind of. I want to portray that I'm not challenging them.
All right, go ahead and roll with diplomacy.
As we all know, us giants are best with our diplomacy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean... -1 on a diplomacy.
No, what'd you roll,
Gives
though?
me 18.
18? Oh, yeah.
18 total.
Okay, yeah. So you do this. You kind of you know the drill. You know how to play the game. You duck the head. Their eyes immediately pull off of you, and they look over to Zephatok and to Lucius. For each of you, the right caravan. You, pretty boy.
Zephatok will. Yes?
And Lucius will just keep his head down and not say anything. Just
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. He points at Lucius, and there's a bit of lasciviousness in this point. There is, we have many inside these wagons. You see the 15 or so of us outside, outriders, traveling through the wastes. Perhaps you could entertain those inside.
with that, Lucius will grab his loot and just strum it. I promise I can be more entertaining outside than I could be inside, and just kind of strums it. Plus, I must say, I do love the open skies.
Wait, what's that last part you said?
I do love the open skies. Just making it known that he wants to stay outside.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll diplomacy on that, please, as well.
There's a diplomacy?
Yep. You pull out the flute.
I have a 11, and then I have a +7.
Oh, 18, yes. All right, so you do this. His eyes go back. No, you're, I misjudged you. You're glorious. And he does not say the word abdominals, because that would be anachronistic, but he less than what you have. You could perhaps play atop. And he points to the right wagon and says, if you will be willing to climb up there, you would help the men if they could hear you play.
He'll give a little bow, and as you wish, and then he'll take his loot, and he'll head for the top of the caravan or wagon.
As you climb up, and again, there are no wheels here because these wagons are designed to pull through sand. They have slides underneath, like a sled, basically, being pulled through the sand. And that leaves Zephatok. You, that's a large weapon. What do you call that thing? Ball club?
Yes, it is a ball club.
You look, Bazrak kind of pulls his kank over in front of you. You see the antenna reaching out. They gently tap your shoulders. He looks at you. Are you trouble? I see trouble in your eyes. I have no time for trouble.
The only trouble I hope to bring is to the enemies.
He pulls close to you. As he gets closer, you see his face is pockmarked, and you smell a stench upon his breath. You see his teeth are yellowed as he leans in. Who are your enemies? Are they the same as mine? These markings on your skin. What are you?
Like I said, I am a guard. He's going to be trying to be very like backwoods idiot, and just I am a guard. And he's going to look down at the cank. What on the cank can I tell is either malnourishment or like with a horse, how you need to change out the horseshoes and when is a good time? What can I tell on the upkeep of this cank and better care for it that'll help it perform?
Good question. So, kanks don't need hooves. They have exoskeletons, so malnourishment would be very difficult to tell, right? There will be no sunken insides. As you look at this kank, you do see it looks meticulously cared for. But go ahead and roll. Wait, what? Stop. I'm watching the chat. Roll knowledge nature.
Yes. I think that's going to be a 25.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, 25.
Nice. So, as you look at this creature, you see it is clean, it is well cared for, but you sense a meticulous nature to this in the way one would care for a weapon or armor. It's polished, it's cleaned, it's not loved. It is an object to him. As he pulls on the kank's reins, he glares at you, looking at your tattoos again. I asked you a question.
And like cutting him off, he's going to be staring at the kank and you take great care of your kank. Its scales or plates.
Exoskeleton.
It's
chitin.
exoskeleton is finely cleaned. Yes, it's chitin. He's phenomenal. It seems healthy from the color of the exoskeleton. And he's just going to be looking like
Exo what? Of course it is. This is my mount. I care. What is the point you're making? Will you do as I ask? You seem trouble. Your question seems like more trouble.
I don't know what you mean, sir. And he'll just bow. I just expected when you rolled up to me on your kank that you wanted me to take care of your kank. And I was just noting that it was already very well cared for.
I'm not rolled up. I'm not sure what that means, but
Said, never mind. That was way better.
Well, yes. Perhaps I've misjudged you. I can teach you. You clean your blade, your giant club with the ball upon it. You look like you're I can teach you how to clean all of your weapons. These, any possession, like boots, like armor, so are these. He slaps the kank on the back of the head. Yeah, of course, he's hitting chitin. There's no reaction. But these are possessions. They should be well cared for. A man should take good care of what he owns.
That is very smart.
All right, then.
That's it. That's like literally always like, that's very smart. And just kind of looks at Kank and then back at him and then up at Big Boy. You teach him your same cleaning routine.
As you look up at Holton Fett, that's the half giant you see right here.
Yep.
This guy, he kind of steps forward. Roll sense motive, Josh.
Oh, pooperino. Sense motive.
No, not good.
15.
15? Oh, that works. Yes. So oh, that's way so loud. Sorry. Hang on, guys. What's going on with my volume
Well, that
levels
wasn't so bad.
tonight? DM fail.
Lucius pulls out.
Yeah. The flute gets really loud.
As then you look up and you see his luscious hair flowing in the breeze. As he looks down, his pecs slightly jostling against the glisten.
They don't jostle.
Oh,
They dance.
do.
They
Lucius
dance.
is
They
jostle.
dance. They're like two bulldogs in a blanket.
What does that even mean? Oh.
All right, so you look up at Holton Fett. When you say this, what was your sense motive? It was a total of what?
15.
15. You have seen this. You remember a moment among caravans when you yourself were pulled before you had met Skrit. When you were victim. There is a cruelty in this half-giant's eyes. The sneer he offers. There is no compassion. There is no empathy. There is no connection. There is only a rapacious desire to kill.
Shut up. You do not speak to me. You do not challenge. If you wish to challenge, we can do that tonight. I would gladly challenge you, quarterling.
He's going to think about that for a moment. Oh no, I would never dream of challenging you. Sir?
Of course you wouldn't. Away with you.
Holton Fett turns, and with that, everyone has their spots on the caravan. You, Lucius, are atop with your flute. You, Tick, are way over there. Do I have my... Oh, yeah, I got my laser pointer here. Pull this up. Tick, you're way over there. Got it. And then you, Zephatok, are commanded to go toward the middle left of that mechalot. And you do so or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the screen, here's Zephatok. Here's Tick. Here's Lucius. But now, we go back.
And John, just as a question for size comparisons, these things being pulled are huge, right?
They're box size. Yeah, they're box size. They're much bigger than what they show here.
Okay.
And again, for comparison, because we had this last week, I want to show again the incredible artwork of Cowboy Hob. This is the Mechalot caravan being pulled.
Mm-hmm.
As these things begin to pull ahead, I'm going to go to you, Kalak. But before I do anything else for Lucius, Zephatok, or Tick.
Nope.
All right. Anala. You see Nida atop Bach. As Bach is pulled back, you're a good 200 yards behind these two argosies, which, as the reins are snapped, you see this massive ensemble, Kanks, warriors all pulling ahead, dust kicked up from the sand, Silver Springs being left slowly behind. It is a very slow pull as the sand is pulled up, and they curve back around. So they're not heading to the north where they were faced. They're actually pulling back around. As I said earlier, they're not going through the Badlands that you went through. They cannot pull these argosies through those rocks. So they're going wide and around further to the west, right skirting around the mountains in the sand as they begin to pull around. Nida looks down at you, and you see Kalak. Kalak?
So Kalak is gonna watch them go, and kind of wait for Nida to give the go ahead on when we're going to be following. But he will say he'll look at Bach, and he'll say one day Mechalot one day Bach thirst.
Now you're psionically communicating, right? Not are you
Yeah.
are you yeah.
It's in their heads.
Yeah. You see this.
We have no water for Bach. We have one day.
You see this heavy head kind of turns towards you. A giant tongue laps out, pulls across the snout, and then looks up at Lucius atop the caravan, pulling away, and pays you no mind. Starts to pull of its own volition.
Nida will hold on to the reins or whatever they have to lead Bach. And last episode, she rolled a 21 for
Right.
her animal handling.
Right?
And we'll just kind of keep a hand on Bach. And I know, big friend. He will come back, and we will go to him soon enough. You're okay. As she will just rub down the snout and just scratch. Even though she knows that Lucius left him behind, even though she knows Lucius absolutely betrayed Bach.
No.
Bach's head looks over at you, at Nida, and you hear the voice of your DM say, "Why do you sound so much like Zephytok?"
I'm trying to be higher with my voice. I'm doing my best. But she's like also when she scratches, she uses the clothing from Lucius so that it's that scent on his snout. And she knows that the payment and the pain that Bach is having right now, watching his beloved friend, his closest love in his entire life, leave him behind in the hands of another.
Wait, no, leave him callously behind.
Oh, callously behind.
Yes.
You guys are
Like
so
imagining if Peppa left with random
Kalak.
Kalak is gonna Kalak senses that Bach is unsettled here, and he's gonna say we are also Pack Bach, and he'll put his hand on Bach.
And everyone has this moment with Bach, trying to console him, be there with him.
Bach pulls ahead. He pays no mind to Kalak, as Kalak's claw attempts to caress his. It is not well received, but Nida's ministrations, accompanied with that garment that had the scent of Lucius upon it, Bach pulls slowly, following.
And I assume that Knight is going to be leading Bach to go over the mountain, so they have more of a straight shot opposed to having to go around. Correct?
But you tell me.
You tell me.
What's
And
the
Nala,
what's the
get
goal?
your butt in here.
What's the goal? Zeph, what are you trying to do?
Not Zeph, Nida.
Oh,
Thank you very
Nida.
much. Nida is following the party, but they have to go around these mountains. So if they can go over top, they can at least.
No,
keep eyes
I'm
on
sorry.
them.
I was not clear. You're not going around the mountains. You're going. Let me pull the map back up again.
We're skirting.
Josh.
we're
That's
skirting the
exactly.
kind of
It's a
southern
DM.
edge.
It's a DM fail. It's not Josh's fault.
Yeah, DM.
It's never
horrendous
Josh's
failure.
fault. Josh is faultless. So when you came up from Tyr to Silver Springs, you went directly here through the Badlands. Now, because you have these caravans, they're going around. So not through the Badlands, still. So it's not going through the mountains, but they're staying in the sand because they cannot pull these mechalots through those narrow canyons.
Okay.
Do you see that? Can you guys see that now? I'm sorry. I should have pulled this up earlier. Let me zoom in.
you're
So here.
I
So
assumed that
you
I
went
just
here.
thought that it was.
yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. One more. You went here on the journey. You saw all the Badlands, the canyons you went through, the battles you fought with the Tattered Flag Raiders. All of that was through here. Now to come back toward Tyr, they're looping around, staying in the sands, not through the mountains, but avoiding the Badlands.
Gotcha. Okay, then I guess Nida will look at the rest of the group and the heartbroken Bach. And I assume that we would like to follow them just an hour or so back so that we are just following their tracks. Yes, Anala?
Yes, stalk prey.
How strong is Bach's sense of smell?
Well,
You don't know.
you're not
You
there.
left. You
But
left.
Bach's sense is good. It's very strong. But also Bach, his eye, one giant, benign, pleasant orange orb, looks at Anala as though waiting for her to say something.
Centaur just kind of looks at him. Just,
All right, the caravans, as they pull out, you leave behind the Watersong Temple. It glints in the morning light, and as its spires and towers and the pleasant water, the Basrogs, which sit outside, as you leave this behind, there cannot help but be a sense of ennui. Josh, golly, you know we can see that. Stop
So,
it.
did we have a chance to talk with the Logan, the quartermaster, before we left?
If you wish to, yes.
So all I would like to do is get some leather straps and maybe pieces of stone. I want to turn one of my femurs into a light mace rather than a club. And then a couple of just chunks of obsidian and a wooden haft.
Yeah, so I had Logan, yes, you could have spoken to him before you left. Not now, so this is kind of retrospective, and that would be fine, yes.
Yeah, I think I typed it out before. I think you were
Right.
busy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all that Kalak wanted. I don't know what everybody else wanted, but that's what I was after.
Zeph got a dagger.
No.
Okay.
All right. As the caravans pull out, the mechalots draw heavily upon their reins. There's a groaning from the argosies as the wood frames, the covering. You see people scrabbling atop, including Lucius, who is now lute in hand. You see there is a swarthy, dark-skinned man standing next to you. He looks over. Hello, you are who? I am Hamas. I am glad to meet you. Are you a good fighter? You don't look like a fighter.
I can fight.
With that, he points at the flute.
And with that, Lucius gives it another strum and says, "This helps me fight with my words. Although, give me some obsidian and you shall see me really fight." As he just continues to
Strum.
strum.
You fight with your words?
Just starts strumming and humming a song. And something about your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Just strumming along like.
As you begin to pull through the desert, these massive mechalots pull the argosies forward into the dust of the Sea of Dark Sun. It's slow and grueling work. This will be hours. So I will allow any of you to tell me what you're doing during the day. I'll roll some random encounters if such should occur, but you guys tell me if you're doing anything during this day.
Yes.
Okay. Go in order, whatever order.
Do you want to go? I'm at the far right in the Twitch. So we're just going to start with me and go to the left.
All right.
So, Kalak is going to. He's going to ask Nida. You know Zigzag? You know Zigzag? Two of the Nidas. One of the Nidas, any of the Nidas. It's a plant. I don't know if that would require a roll or anything.
Yes, I definitely know it. We used to grow some.
I mean, he'll describe like a very specific kind of weed. That's kind of rare. Zigzag near here.
Anala used to pick some for me. Anala. Where was it?
Inala, you know Zigzag?
Anala knows.
Near?
Nola did not do that at all.
Anala knows.
Kalak, here you pick Zigzag. Help find?
Wait a minute, let me get the list of herbs.
Go ahead. Take your time. Take your time.
John,
I don't-
is there any near here that we could stop to pick?
It's
no.
a pretty.
No.
It's like pretty exotic.
No, you're going through the desert sands, the dunes, but you have a full day, so there is no rush here. You may do as you wish. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, you saw the falcon, Azarak. He noted the man that had the orb he noted the termites which were devouring the back half of one of the caravans, and he walked over. This was before they left, and cast a hand. You saw a blue flame sizzle, and all the bodies of the termites fell. Now, there were still damage to the left argosy, but all of them fell to the ground. But some damage was done. Sorry, go ahead, Nala.
Don't have that plant. What's through her list of plants? I don't have that one.
What Anala is trying to say is that sadly that plant is nowhere near here, as she of course knows.
I see. I hear.
I am sorry.
And as he walks, he's going to be starting to chip one of the pieces of obsidian into a tchotchke.
Okay.
Just while they're that's all that he. That's like what I do. That's what.
Like that. Anyone else? You have a full day here. Tick. We'll come back to you. Zafadak.
Yeah. So during the time, at least because it's multiple day travel, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
but this is still day one.
Right. So this day he'll he'll basically just continue to blend in, not drawing any attention, especially because I am just, so I'm going to be paying attention to who's where, especially the main individuals, watching any kind of movement or guard transitions, just really learning what the rotation is, who in particular I need to keep an eye on.
Okay.
But just being one of the guys.
Okay. As you do this, Tick, you see there are several things you pick up on.
Okay.
So there are two caravan drivers. They are both dwarven women. Stout, strong, bald. They sit atop either side of these caravans. One is called Vishara, one is called Vilana. And they manage these mechalots with care, but also with power. They know how to run this caravan. You see Bezrock. He rides upon that Crodlu, kind of moves around, sneering, jaunting, pointing, barking orders. The typical horrible supervisor. He is that guy. He's just snapping, throwing things. He has a whip that he pulls off occasionally from the side, snaps it toward anyone in his area. Move faster! You see Holton Fett not far behind, and every time Holton moves past you, he's sizing you up. And as he gets close, you see he's just a little bigger than you, Tick. Not much, but just a little bit. And he knows it. He has bone claws attached to the back of his hands. They both extend about 3 feet, strapped with leather around his arms. And when he walks past, he picks his teeth with these and looks at you. You also see an emaciated cook that occasionally pops out from behind the left side caravan, not the one that Lucius is on, the other one. And he's got a pot in hand. He pours out something into the sand. He barks orders. He looks like he himself is about to fall over from starvation, but he is the cook. And you hear someone call him Quen. And he walks back inside. You see several of those mules I mentioned earlier. One, called Dagra, seems to be the leader. Scarred, has the swagger of a former gladiator, and moves about the caravan, time to time, watching, looking, but clearly one of the leaders. And Azaro the Falcon, as I mentioned, stands behind as he watches the termites singe to the ground. He smiles, pulls that orb back into his robes, and follows behind.
During this day, do Zephatok and Tick ever get close to each other?
If you wish to.
Kept,
if you wish to.
they're not necessarily keeping us apart.
No.
Okay. So then from time to time, so that I just give him little bits of information at a time, I'll kind of hover near Zephatok and give a little bit of what I've been noticing and space back out, so it doesn't look like that we're gathering together and plotting something. So then I'll just fall back and then mention about Bezrock and the whip, fall back, mention about Holt and Fett, and just all throughout the day, just giving him little snippets of what I'm noticing.
Yeah, so what exactly are you saying about each one of these?
What
So
I
have
just
it for my
No.
notes.
Go ahead. Like role play. So at one point,
Okay.
you see Tick kind of floats over surreptitiously, looks around, gets close to you, Zephatok, and in his rumbling voice, he says,
Ujo Caravan has a small dwarven driver. Just one each.
Okay. And then the next one.
And so the next time he comes around, Bezrock could die right now. Make me happy. I might catch his whip tomorrow. Just clear disdain for this guy. Next one. And each of these would be separate encounters, but
Yeah, of course.
Holden, that big giant. Him and one other. Great fight. Not easy.
Who is the other one?
The mule, I don't know, the funny looking one. Degra, he seems to be some sort of leader. And of course, the guy with the orb and the magical abilities. And then almost in like a sympathetic tone, you know, after you hear one after the other about Chick finding these individuals, there also seems to be a little bit of a pathetic cook. Always in a bad mood, but weak, barely able to stand. Perhaps give him food and make a friend.
That was my thought exactly. How often do you get close to this cook?
Dia?
I mean, he normally stays inside that left Argosies, but he does pop out every once in a while, gets fresh air, pours out grease. So let's call it 3 times a day-ish. You see him.
I could make attempt every now and then, maybe twice or 3 times. It might be difficult, but that's okay.
Zephytok will take out a piece of leather from his pack, like a small patch, and will put some kank meat into it. He'll take it up, tie the top with a piece of twine, and hand it into the massive hand, or like toss it to him, because it looks like he's just giving Tick some food. So he just like tosses his up to him. He's use some of that whenever you get the chance.
Yep.
So I'll give him a day's rations of that.
One last thing, big brother.
Yeah.
Watch out for Holden Fett's hands. I am sure you've seen them, but be mindful of his bone claws.
Do they seem to be made out of the same material as Tick's greatsword?
No, Tick has he's got a very, very special sword. The tusk of a beast. They was not, no, these are regular bone.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you already realize, but if it came to yours or his, your bone would certainly do much more than his. Yours is longer, thicker, and stronger than his bone.
And of greater girth.
I would gladly bring my sword down on his hands.
Good. Let's hold that for now. No need to push anything, but your bone to his will come. It will come soon enough.
Wonderful. And then I'll also, again, disperse.
Yeah. For the last one, he like pats him on the back, and then we'll wave goodbye as he starts kind of meandering back closer to his caravan.
Okay. Lucius, you can see this interaction that's happening between Zephytok and Tick as you stand atop the caravan, as you pull out your lute and you strum. I believe you have a song.
I do. So I don't know why I picked a bard to play.
Because you're awesome at it. That's why.
It makes me so uncomfy. So Lucius is out and he's sitting on or standing.
Yeah.
He's starting just strumming. He's watching these guys get together and just takes note of it. Knows that if something is happening, that they'll somehow let him know. But to help distract the rest of the group, so that way they don't maybe take attention away from Tick and Talk, he starts to strum a bardic melody and starts to sing. Underneath the burning sun's fierce gleam, a guard party ventures into the desert stream. In armor clad, they march so bold, a story of bravery and legends untold. Sand dunes rise like ancient scrolls, each step taken with heart and souls. With swords and shields, they take their stand, guardians of the shifting arid lands. The desert's secrets they aim to unfold as the journey into its mysteries untold. With courage and honor, they trek through the heat to protect and serve, and their missions complete. Their path is marked by boundless expanse as they venture forth in daring dance. The desert's call, they're heeding it right, a guard's party bold in the desert's endless light. In unity, they brave the scorching day as the sun's rays chase the night away. With each step forward, their spirits lift, a guard party strong in the desert's rift. So let us sing of their noble quest as they venture forth to put to the test. Guardians of the desert, brave and true, their tale and bardic rhyme will continue. And just...
Okay, so that was glorious. Hold on. I'm going to ask you to pick one of those verses and make an attempt to sing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
just one verse. I promise I'll make it worth your while. Now, while you're thinking about that, catchy cantrips, let's go. You guys rate us every single stream. I don't know how this works out where you're always streaming before us, but any of you mad chatters, catchy cantrips, they rate us on Sundays. They have rated us now on Tuesdays. Please follow them. Click that link, follow Catchy Cantrips. That's a good group. They've got fun games playing all the time. We really appreciate that, all of our mad raiders and our mad chatters. All right, Lucius, I promise you I'll make it worth your while. Just give us one.
Yeah, I'll make it worth your while. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sing for us, little bird.
Just one verse, Becca, one.
I don't sing, guys.
Yes, you do.
John,
Yes,
be
you do. I
nice.
hear
I
you.
don't.
Come on. No, okay, I won't push you. All right, it's fine. You don't have to. All right.
Push her.
Push it good. All right, so can you just try? Maybe
Really
just
Be nice.
Come on. Becca, just push it.
push it good.
Push it real good.
I don't. No.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. So, all right. Nonetheless, you get a minor fate chip. That was awesome. I love that. That was incredible to write that and push it in our chat and give that to us. And I will encourage you at some point, Becca, this stream, this campaign will never be complete until we get at least one verse that you sing. One.
Here's the thing. Lucius is supposed to be a good singer, and if I sing it...
It doesn't matter. We're just playing. You know how bad my accents are? You know how often I slip between one and the next? I'm almost as bad as Josh. So, like, it doesn't matter. Oh, sole mia. Like, just, that doesn't matter.
It matters to us, John.
Okay, fair enough.
There once was a half giant with a bucket.
And all he said was, yes, all right.
Was what, John? What did he say? What?
It's plucky.
Thankfully.
It's plucky.
And this is when Becca left Blue Box.
Oh, after getting a minor fate chip?
Thankfully. Come on, man. You got this.
It's Rory's fault. He told me to push you.
Golden pipes.
Blame Rory. All right.
You can blame me.
Too
That's
late
okay.
for an old man.
Death eyes, yes.
It's okay. You can blame me.
Okay. As the argosies pull across the desert and it grows into night, Rawl's gaze begins to grow low in the sky. I'm going to come back to Anala Anala Kalak and Anala Kanak and Nida. Anything else before the end of the day?
Night is just night. not Nida.
Yeah. Wow. Now you're.
Yeah, I did it to you. I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault, Manda.
Anela's just going to just keep watch, just kind of walking circles slowly around Buck, just so she can walk both sides.
Anala, you are pacing again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just making me a little nervous. Are you seeing anything?
How much water do we have on Bach?
We should have a lot.
Yeah, Lucius has the count.
Like
Yeah, Lucius, you have the
48
count.
gallons or something like that.
Sing it
Yeah,
for
so
us.
that's like a day and a half for Bach.
Oh,
No,
so
no,
you gotta
no.
use it.
Bach is yes. We have. He is much more efficient with water usage than even Tick. He's armored with that carapace. He's camel-like. He can go across the desert and have water a few gallons every few days. Very, very sparse with his consumption. Not like the half giant.
45 gallons is my count.
That's right.
Oh, Manda looks like she's disagreeing. Look at those eyebrows. Those
That's fine.
eyebrows are raised.
Are we-
These
are we-
eyebrows were raised.
Are we wrong, Manda?
Are we wrong,
By 2
Manda?
gallons.
By 2 gallons?
How dare you be off by 2 gallons? So we're at 43?
No, the other way. We have
47? We have 47. All right.
47.
It's like, Amanda, I love you, but suck a butt. I was close enough.
Suck a butt.
That's my favorite insult. I told him I was gonna work for the
Coming in.
He was like, what does that even
I've never heard that. That's the best insult ever. All right, so
Okay, you just got me wet. Oh,
wait,
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, buddy.
as
We
yes,
So it's do they keep travel? Does the slave caravan keep traveling through the night? Like,
no. So
Like
you
this is
see
like-
as
they
it,
keep
it gets
moving?
it gets close to dusk, and you're how far behind are you lagging?
if we're, would you say you wanted to be half a day behind?
Half a day
Is that? Well, I'm at. No, it's a question.
to me.
No, to Nida,
Oh,
the one in charge. How far behind is Nida when do we want to be within where we can still see them? Do we want to be where we cannot see them and we're just following the tracks? And actually, if it's not clear, then that's fine too. Kalak will take action based on like. So Kalak will ask like.
no, this is important. How far behind are you?
How far behind? How far behind prey? We walk. If longer than 15 seconds go by and no one answers, Kalak says, we follow behind so we can see. And just starts walking and expects everyone to follow him.
Nice. All right, Kalak.
Nida will nod with a look of impressed admiration in her eyes. She'll look at Anala. I like them. They're very nice.
You like everybody.
I do. As she puts her head on Anala's shoulder for a second.
Wait, how?
I like you.
That's an impressive feat. I'm 6 foot tall.
Yeah, and Nala's on the ground. Nida's up on top of Bach.
Her neck stretches out with an eldritch horror. It comes down and lays
Flee.
down, and she says,
Run. Oh, God.
As the day comes to an end, Kalak, you keep the caravan in sight. I'm going to make a check to see if any of the outriders on the backside notice. Oh, I can't have Josh on my stream.
So Kalak is proficient in ambush and tracking prey. So I don't know
Yeah.
if I can make either survival or.
Go ahead, make that roll, please. Do a. Let's roll.
It's not very good, but he's got it.
Stealth would not be appropriate. Yeah, do survival. Yeah, Josh is always a tad. I don't know.
6.
Josh's mic sucks. That's all. Pat, sorry.
Go,
not
go,
my
go,
fault.
go, go. 16.
All right. So, Kalak, you have this uncanny sense of how far to stay back. You see the outriders that kind of move around the back of the caravan, some on Kank, some on Crodlu, some on foot. You pull the party back. Cresting each dune, you wait just long enough, so you're never too far behind. As Rawl's angry eye falls behind the horizon and night begins to fall, you see the caravan pulls to the side up against a stand of rocks, and they begin to go through all the ministrations of evening setup. The Kanks are pulled over to the side, they're hobbled, water is given to all of the outriders, the Kanks, the Crodlu, and you see all of the effort to prepare for an evening begin to happen. You also see many of the guards, they start to laugh. There's a joviality. They're pulling out cups of broy and huge sacks of wine. Campfires are pulled out, and they begin the process of setting up camp for the evening. As they do this, party, what are any of you doing?
During the setup, does Quinn come out? Like
You saw Quen a couple of times, yes.
Any kind of advantageous moments where it wouldn't, I don't know if it would look suspect for me to go next to the guy or not. Like Rory, don't know. So just
So let's say roll d20, add your wisdom to it, please.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an easy number to add. Yep. 13.
Yeah, so as the caravans are pulled over, there is chaos. You know, everyone moving about, all the guards, the caravans setting up. In fact, let me see here. I will read this if I can find the right place. We're not doing the original old school, all of it Merchant House of Amkech, but we are borrowing some from our friend Richard Baker. There was a... Let me see if I can find it. Nope. Not that. No. All right. As they pull aside, campfires are set up. The chill begins to fall across the desert. And you see Quen. He comes out holding a big bone. At first it looks like a pot. You realize it's the skull of a half-giant that he's pouring grease out of into the sand. There don't seem to be others around.
Just walk up to Quinn, not knowing his exact demeanor, but not in a threatening way.
Don't mind this. It was already dead in the desert. I have no. He starts to turn. He looks clearly afraid.
I'll lift up the pouch, the leather pouch, and go, food. You want food?
Want food? What? Roll diplomacy. This is not going to go well. Josh, you're so frickin' quiet. Swallow your mic, bro, please. I should not have asked that. That's better. That sounds perfect. All night, just like that, Josh. Don't change. All right, what's the roll, Rory?
5.
He turns. He runs back inside the Argosy.
This is mine now. And I'll just go back and look around and see if there's anything that's not too obtrusive for me to help set up camp. I'm part of the group, so
yeah,
we should just sit around.
So the expectation as camp is set, the guards come around. Bazrak looks at you. You! Flick!
Yeah.
Stay outside the camp, to the left of that argosy. If anything attacks, you should be first in line.
Yeah.
Move! He snaps the whip. I said move!
When it snaps, does it hit or not hit?
No, it's like right in front of you. You can feel the air on your skin. Maybe it nips you a bit, but he's not trying to hurt. He's trying to scare.
And so the first one whips, and I hesitate, just not in a threatening, nothing like that. But I'm hearing him. I'm thinking about where he's telling me to go. I'm not familiar with this place or with the caravan. But then I imagine that I'd be able to read that he's about to do it again.
Yes, you see that.
So
You see it come back again.
Almost like I'll take a step forward to turn back to go to the spot, but purposely stepping forward and opening my back up to the whip to cause him to whip my back. And just to throw him off. Basically, my attempt is he was trying to scare me, and now he just.
Ha! You fool! I did not mean to. Just go! Go! There's a trickle of blood that goes down your back, and you see he kind of pulls back on the cank. Holton Fett still stands behind him, looming. He scrapes those bone claws together.
Yeah.
Maybe we dance tonight. Would you like to dance?
And back to that same submission, without reaction to the whip, and not even without looking, just head down. No, that would not be in my favor against you.
All right. Inspiration for you, Rory. Put that down on your sheet. 1d6 to be applied whenever you want. That was well played. As you move away, a trickle of blood going down your back. But you've confused Bezrak. He mutters to himself as he pulls the cank aside. The rest of the party, as this camp is being set up tonight, what are you doing?
Is the guy with the whip?
Sorry, what's that?
Is the guy with the whip the head of the camp, or is?
Well,
there-
so no. Technically, Marius is the head. You know, he's the leader of the Amkech. He was the one that recruited you. Bezrak is his lieutenant, and Bezrak is the one that's going around with the whip and almost opposite. Like Marius was somewhat oblivious, from your impression, not a bad guy, but Bezrak seems to be his right-hand guy, who is not a good person.
So Lucius will try to make friends with Marius. He might. What Lucius is going to do is he's going to be near Marius. Decide to bed near Marius. He's going to kind of read the intentions and buddy up to Marius in whatever way possible. Whether it be flirting or just friendship, but Lucius is going to do what he can to get close to Marius.
Okay, I'm going to put a pin in that. Anyone else?
Zephatalk will be.
Swallow your mic again, please.
Don't do it.
You're so quiet.
No, thank you.
And this is why
Start using
this
sign
stream is
language.
going to get taken down is for inappropriateness.
Exactly.
It's all John's fault.
It's all my fault.
You told
You
him.
encourage this behavior.
All right, you're right.
This isn't my fault. Zephatalk is going to be listening to the nightlife, what sort of creatures are around, wondering. Bad draws. Wondering if there are any giant worms in the area.
What?
just druid things.
Josh.
I missed that. It's okay.
It's okay. You don't need it. All right, so...
I was being serious. But also, are there any single giant worms in my area?
It's actually like hand deep in the ground, as deep as it'll go into whatever hole I make, to try and feel for any giant worms, like the rumbling deep depths that I might be able to understand, or speak with some of the local creatures.
All right. As you do this, Pat, we want no fan art on this. You delve your hand deep into the sands, searching. Skrit still in that pupation chrysalis, but you see it's now gotten quite. He's hardened, and that shell is very like you could tap it, and it's a chrysalis. It's pupating. It's okay. Anyone else?
But am I feeling for any sort of? Can I?
I'll get back to that. I have a pin in. I have a pin in Lucia. I have a pin in you. All right. Okay. So
you have what in me?
Anyone else?
What in Lucius?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lucius, we're coming back to you. Anyone else?
Woohoo!
We lost Amanda. We've lost her. We've completely lost her.
Are you looking for more people in the caravan camp or everybody?
No. I'm just saying, as the night is settling, are you doing anything? That's all. You tell me what you're doing, or otherwise I'm going to move forward the story to the next day.
Right. So, Kalak would stop Bach in the group, like as the caravan pulled off to the side, and then he would convey slavers sleep, and then I don't know, whatever you all want to do to set up camp. He would find a safe place where if they wanted to have fire, they could, like kind of out of line of sight.
Yeah, you'd have to. So you'd have to go back to a previous dune. Yeah, keep it out of sight if you wish to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to set the fire with Bok around it so that he blocks the line of sight on the fire.
Mm-hmm. Good. So I think we're gonna do that. Like, have a campfire, have a block line of sight, and then Kalak's gonna say, I go speak Tick Lucius Zeph.
I'm worried about you approaching the caravan and getting attacked.
He's fine. We did it before.
We need learn of prey.
Okay. Be careful though.
And he'll nod.
All right.
He'll like I'll wait a couple hours probably until both camps settle in, and then when folks are kind of sleeping or super into their cups, he'll skitter off towards the caravan.
Okay. So, Tick, you had your engagement with Quen the cook. Inala, you're staying behind here with Nida. Nida scrabbles down off of Bach, and Bach still looks longingly. You can see him scenting the air. He knows Lucius is somewhere ahead, but he kind of settles down into the sand. He covers the fire. As Kalak ranges, he goes so quiet, his feet making no sound in the sand. Lucius, you see Marius. He's somewhat gregarious. He has a handful of people around him. There are, again, we're trying to be careful here with Blue Box. We don't want to do anything that's offensive, but there are the camp members which attend. So you see there are several women that are moving around inside the camp. They settle down inside the fires. They draw near, and Marius leans back He has a red-headed half-elf on one arm, and he has a huge skin of broy in his left hand as he leans back by the fire, takes a long draw from it. Do that. Pretty boy, your playing was that the song you sang? Perhaps you could sing for us again tonight. The wind is chill this evening, and, well, Alasa, she warms me a bit, but I would like your song to warm more.
With that, Lucius just smiles and nods his head and starts strumming a lullaby. No song yet, but just strumming a lullaby.
All right. So you mentioned earlier, what is your intent behind this? Are you trying to pull him toward you, allure him?
Just get close to him. Be close to who's in charge, make friends.
Okay.
If need, have an ally.
Okay. So you strum and you play, and as it goes later into the evening, he gets deep in his cups, many skins of broy. Eventually, he is too far in his cups to have any interest in Alara, who kind of moves away elsewhere into the camp. There are a few around the fire, but you are close to Marius. And again, you sense this good-natured but obliviousness to him as he leans back. You seem like you have seen some things, my friend. I am glad to have you with us. Where are you from? We don't find many of your... He kind of makes a motion, obviously referencing your countenance.
At this, Lucius blushes a bit. I'm from here and from there. A little bit of everywhere.
You give me riddles. Here, he hands you a flask of broy. What is broy, Anala? Do you know what broy is? I'm testing my players.
Kank nectar.
Fermented cank nectar, exactly. Well done. Yes. So he hands you a flask of broy, and he pulls another one out and takes a long draught from it. What does this mean? From here, from everywhere. Where are you from?
With this, Lucius stops strumming and takes the flask and brings it to his mouth and tips it back. He is pretending to take a long drink from it,
right.
But really what he's doing is he has his mouth closed and he's just wetting his lip.
Oh, he's completely oblivious. He does not detect what you're doing. So he kind of laughs. This is not the life I wanted. There are many worse lives to have here in the sands. At least I'm fed. I can feed others. Well, it's a life.
Lucius continues to strum a little bit, and
he stares into the fire. Looks like he's lost in the dance of the flames. The chill of the night. You start to hear snoring, movement of others around. The camp begins to settle. Marius, still nursing this broy, stares into the flames.
as he's staring, Lucius will start to sing. Beneath the canopy of starry delight, we gather round the fire's warm light. The crackling flame and soothing sound in this mystic circle's stories are found.
The soothing sounds.
As embers dance in the velvet sky, we share our tales, you and I. Legends of old and dreams anew, around the fire our spirits imbue. The night's embrace, a tranquil shroud. In its cloak our voices are loud. In flickering shadows secrets hide. Around the fire our hearts confide. with laughter, song, and memories. Around this fire we are harmony. In this timeless moment, spirits ignite as we sit together round the fire at night.
He looks over at you. His eyes are gauzy. In the velvet sky. It is like velvet. What tales will we can find? Are you? What are you?
This Lucius kind of sits back in his seat a little bit. I'm just a man. I'm just looking for a friend. Will you be my friend?
That was so creepily said.
Are you, Are you... I've never had a pillow friend with, no, but I've never seen a pillow friend as... Yes, perhaps I would be your friend.
With this, Lucius kind of not just starts to shake off a little bit, and you misunderstand me.
It's the boy. I'm sure I misunderstand everything. I'm your friend. John needs. I do not need props, Amanda. Stop.
I will be your friend if you are mine. I do not wish to warm your bed, but I will warm your heart.
He looks down. What do you mean, warm my heart? And with that, we'll go to our one and only break. Save that. We'll come back right after the break. Blue Box will be right back. Yes. We have a giveaway as well. Stay with us. Thank you, all you Mad Chatters. Fun stuff tonight. Still more to come. Stay with us. Blue Box will be right back.
Why did you ask me the question? I'm the lore keeper. Of course I was gonna get it.
I know you would. That's why I asked.
Amanda always gets it.
And with that, Lucius has many more songs. Just give me a minute.
I will give them all the minutes. If I wanted a wrong answer, I would have asked Josh. If I want the right answer, I asked Amanda.
Yep.
All right, that sounds right.
Yep.
Josh, you want a giant oogie boogie? Oh, no.
Y'all left us.
Oh no, we're all alone. Oh, we can cause chaos now.
Yeah. Inala and Kalak doing
They
the
have
stuff.
left us unattended.
Who should we kill first?
Ooh, excellent. Bach. I mean, no, not.
No, who? Let everyone live, except let only Bach live. That's the true way.
I'm pretty sure though, if you came anywhere close to Nida, looking like you were gonna hurt her, you wouldn't survive.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Kalak wins versus Inala on paper. I'm not certain.
Depends what
Are you
vegetation is around us. If there's a specific vegetation, I would absolutely.
The desert.
Well, there's a specific plant that might be around us because of where we are. That is how Inala got injured.
Do you you can hide in it or move through it or something, or you have special cool abilities with it, or?
No, but if you got near it and you disturbed it, it's called poison weed, so it releases like a puff of pollen into the air and immediately knocks you out, and then starts to eat you.
Brutal.
Yeah, but I have special things to do with it now.
Well, if I'm hunting you, and you are in the desert and are unaware, then Kalak would probably win. Just like he has all the ambush tech, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just like toe to toe.
Would be an interesting fight.
Yeah. Level 1 is like who hits first, basically. Can you do 8 damage? Good, you win. You know, do 8 damage in a round. Inal and Kalak at 10 across Shaka when the walls fell. Pat, I've been watching Lower Decks, so all of your next gen references are hilarious to me.
Just talked about that RPG not too long ago.
Lower Decks RPG? Or that's got to be fun.
I will send you info about it. Remind me.
So Marius. Okay, we learned. So Marius might be an ally. I like that. I like that angle. I don't know what that gets us, but we'll see what we can do with that.
With what?
Oh, with Marius. Marius's comment of like, "Oh, I didn't think I'd end up here." You know, like he's expressing some interest in living a different life or doing something different. Or so everyone else looks like a total terrible, horrible, demonic, like loves to torture people, and then there's Marius, who's like just doesn't realize that all the people around him are freaking horrible, or he refuses to see it.
I was gonna say, is being unwilling to see it any better than knowing it's there? Turning a blind eye, is it any better?
Yeah, but I mean, I'll go with
If anything, it's worse.
Yeah. Is that the worst of the evil? Is it more evil to let the torture happen or to be the torturer?
Rory,
That's the question.
Yeah.
Rory, I'm checking the chat. I will not slit his throat.
Sure, Lucius. That's yeah. I will not slit his throat, says Lucius.
I mean,
Lucius just
I
wants
almost
to warm
guarantee
his
that you could have
heart.
pulled it off.
No,
We
because
wouldn't
Marius
gain
would be-
anything.
No, I know it's not. There would be no benefit to it other than
It would be worse if we killed him because then his second in command would take over and he is the bad
He's
guy.
a bad dude, Mr. Gross Yellow Teeth. Terror. What?
that's
Bazrak?
Boba Fett, right?
No, Bazrak's the second in command, and then it's
Is Bazrak then Boba Fett?
Holton. Yeah.
You're saying Bubba
Hold
Fett?
that
Is that what you're
Uh-huh.
saying? Okay.
Wolverine, Boba Wolverine.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Fett. Bone Claw Wolverine. Half giant
Yep.
fat. That's just so funny about these giants because you do so much damage. It's like, who cares about the dice? Who cares about the weapon? Like, oh, you do 1d8 damage plus 17. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do with Kalak. So he's going to go Hurler, and he has opening volley. So if I throw something at you and I hit you, then my next attack is at advantage. But then I'm gonna get throw everything in Hurler, so I can just like we can take people down, and then I can like grab their greatsword and just throw greatswords or throw people. With Hurler I can throw people. And that's really what I want to do is take somebody down and then like hurl them in a guy's face and then charge.
That's
But
interesting.
that will come to total fruition at level 6.
Oh, that's forever away.
Or 7. I know.
Yeah. I'm trying to play into Tick and his just being cunning, right? So purposely taking a whipping without it looking like it was like
that was
guy
creative.
that
Coming
guy
out of Tick.
screwed up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
He feels like he just screwed up and whipped me, but I had no reaction. So the other guy's like, "Oh yeah, that guy's submissive."
Exactly. Yes, that was well played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you guys have done really well here so far. Like I'm kind of blown away by the role play that's happening. It's really good.
Blown away. Come on, John.
No,
welcome.
you surprise me sometimes. Like,
Me? I know.
yes. No, you've surprised me the most tonight, Becca.
Also, there was a really good point put out in chat tonight, John. If you want me to sing, I will, but you have to bargain me something. Either you have to wear your Glitter Bomb John shirt, or I like this one better. This one was my idea. You have to admit that dinosaurs belong in D&D.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're
She has to sing the whole song.
we're bargaining hard here. I cannot say that word without looking at Josh. And of course, my mouse died. Hang on, let me pull out my mouse charger here.
What word am I?
Hard.
Oh.
I thought it was bargaining, and I was confused.
Yeah, I was a hard bargain. Every time I say that word, I have to look at Josh. It's always
Pat, this is time to be in the chat.
requisite. Yes.
You're still there.
Okay, let me see if this will work. 3 of these in the same port, please. Come back to life, mouse. Got it.
I don't think I could even do full death metal Cookie Monster voice. I don't know if that's possible.
All right, so if I admit dinosaurs belong in some kind of D&D.
No, Dark Sun.
In Dark Sun?
Well,
They're already
actually,
in Dark Sun, so
I mean, everything but like in name, you have giant lizards with spikes on them roaming around.
Yes. All right. Becca, you have a deal. Now prepare. Also, we have a giveaway tonight, which is from Josh. I have a whole... Yes. I bought a bunch of crap from Josh, trying to help him out, but there's actually some pretty cool stuff in this. This guy is an old school chainmail, golly, limited edition miniatures game, Ogre. Yes, it's super cool. It's still shrink wrapped. This, I don't know what this is worth, but it's worth a lot. And we're giving this away tonight. Blue Box is back now in 3, 2, and 1. You are both seen and heard. All right, we have 1 hour left because Josh has to leave at like 58 minutes to the quick. So this guy here, original shrink wrapped. I'll pull up the. I'll do this so you can see it better on the Gorilla Cam here.
It's really cool.
Chain mail ogre. Oh my gosh! Look at that shrink wrapped original. You never know what you're going to get here on Blue Box. Don't try to time it. Don't try to. This is the Orc Mercenary. Look at that. Beautiful.
When did ogres look like that?
Yeah, this is super. It was $14.99 in the box in 01. Yeah, October 15th, 2001. 22 years ago. That was shrink wrapped at $15. We're giving this guy away courtesy of Josh. Look at that. You want this? You want this? You know you want this! We'll kick a giveaway off in just a moment, but back to the campfire. What do you mean to be my friend? I could use a friend, but you don't know that. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
With this, Lucius will... How close am I to you?
As close as you wish to be.
Okay. Lucius will put an arm kind of around you. And many of us have seen things You will never unsee.
Have you seen the night dancers of Balak and what they do? Have you watched your children ripped from your arms? I should not be. He looks around, trying to see if anyone's watching, and oh, one of the mules walks by, pulls out his sword, just kind of polishing it, and he watches you as you have your arm around Marius. Everything okay?
Lucius gives him a smile. Of course everything's okay. And then with that, he pretends to take another long swig from the flask. Again, his mouth is closed and just his lips are getting wet.
Right.
But continuing to just have and put on a personification of using his cups.
The mule sees this. He looks down at Marius. Shrugs.
That way. All right.
He turns and walks away. You have not seen the things I've seen. You look like you've been raised in proper finery and blessed with. You've not seen the darkness I've seen.
With this, Lucius kind of pulls his head back and looks up. If I tell you half the darkness I was raised in, what I was forced into, you would not want to compare with me. Just know, my friend, I am here with you, and everything will be okay.
When you say this, the first thing he looks over at your left hand, because you got your right arm around him. He looks to see if you have a blade in that left hand. Like there's a natural inclination to threat. He looks over. He sees no blade, I think, right?
No blade. My hand is just open. My flask is next to my hand, but my hand is up, facing up on my knee in a non-threatening manner.
It is. How do the fates bring these things to us? Bring us. Why? What were we talking about?
Friendship.
You are my friend.
Amen.
Yes. I don't like that giant. He nods his chin toward Holton Fett. He is cruel. I am not cruel.
You are good. I've seen many cruel men. And with that, Lucius will kind of give a little chin point to Marius' second.
Bezrak?
Yeah. He reminds me of some of the men I've known. But you are not cruel. You are not evil. I have known many of evil.
Are you plying me? I am not a fool, Lucius. Roll diplomacy.
And at this, Lucius will just, I do not think you a fool. I think you must have been a wise.
And you had inspiration earlier. If you wish to, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah. I rolled a 15 in for.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, no, it's just stop. It's fine.
Okay.
you win. I
don't trust him either. Bezraki's old and fat. I sometimes feel like a man trapped in his own home.
Well, friends help each other. And if you need help, my friends, I am here. And with that, Lucius gives a slight nod, like a slight bow, like I'm at your service, like arms still around him, but just kind of at this, Lucius pulls him a little bit closer.
He drops the flask of broy into his lap and lays his head on your shoulder.
It's good to have a friend. It's dark in the desert.
I'm assuming it's a clear night.
Yeah. It's almost always a clear night, yeah, I'd say. Rarely is it not, yes.
Yeah. So with that, Lucius looks up and puts his hands to the sky. But there is always light. No matter where we are. If we look, there is hope. There is light.
What the farasasek does that mean?
And with that, Lucius will bust up and hand him the flask. It means where there is friends, there is hope, there is help, and you are now my friend. And with that, Lucius takes back the flask and does take a slight swig this time. And
Oh, okay, so with that, he gives a gentle laugh and slumps over in your lap, passed out.
this is not the first time a man has been slumped over in Lucius's lap, so therefore he just kind of gets comfy for the night and kind of just leans back. Doesn't move him, doesn't leave him. He wants him to wake up like this.
All right, well done, bravo. Rest of the party, during the evening, anything else you're doing?
Feeling for the giant worm movements, hopefully.
No, your hands digging deep into the soil, as you said, deeper and deeper into that hole. There is no worm to greet your palm. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, all good. Zephadok will speak to Skrit, and with his flute, he'll just play, and then with his pipe, he'll light a little bit of tobacco leaf. And he'll take a puff of his pipe. Let me pull this closer. He'll take a puff of his pipe, and then he'll play play on his flute, where then like the smoke will roll out of the flute. But he'll just play and speak to Skrit until he finally starts to drift off, just laying near the right caravan. Yeah.
And Kalak will sneak.
As Kalak sneaks forward, Tick, Quen has already moved back inside, and Ala, you sit beside Nida. Anything else either of you are doing is, Kalak, you come forward. You see the caravan camped down for the night.
Kalak's gonna stay pretty far away.
So not too close.
And just circle around just to see kind of how their guards are on the outside. Like, are there any of those guards that partake in the drinking that then
Yeah, I mean, almost all. So they move off the tops.
Mm-hmm.
They all move to the sides. Here's Lucius with Marius, and there are many guards inside these caravans. Inside the argosies, they kind of bunker down. You can hear the voices. You can hear smoke, or smell smoke. You can see there are lights inside these tents, inside each of these caravans, as winter night falls.
Do I see Tick?
Well, how close do you get?
120 feet.
Yes. You can see his form. He moves back and forth. You know, Tick and Holton Fett are both large, but you can make out their distinct forms.
Okay, so if Tick sees, or excuse me, if Kalak sees Tick, I'm gonna speak to him and just try to get him to. So Tick, you hear, I can see. Move into night.
So Tick, in your mind, and you know this voice, you've heard it many times. The same one you heard the first time in the arena of Tyr, as you were felled by this Kreen. He speaks to your mind again with these words. As Quen moves back inside after turning over his pot, giving you that glare, you hear Kalak's voice in your mind.
Just stretch my arms out, hearing it. Stretch my arms out, and as if I'm still stretching up, but I kind of wave my hands and down and turn, and I don't really know where you are. I'm assuming you're not in the center of all of this.
No,
so
just kind of,
he's well behind.
yeah, just kind of facing away, but stretching, but waving, stretching.
Walk into night. Walk away, fire. Walk into night.
No. Give a look around, and just like a real diligent. Hey, I need to be on the edge. I was told I need to be in the darkness on the edge of this caravan. And if something is to be hit, it needs to be me before them.
Yeah,
So,
now they told you to
kind of
go.
give that diligent
They
look.
told you to go forward to the left.
Yeah.
But honestly, as the revelry continues, they're not paying much attention. So you could try, if you wish to go south.
I'll still give that diligent look just in case, because I already know I'm being sized up. So why not someone pay attention to me to spot a moment to attack me? So I'll give that diligent look, and then as if I just kind of stand on guard if I heard something, and I'll start walking in the direction I think Kalak's telling me to go.
So Kalak is gonna let Tick walk probably like 40 or 50 feet like away from the camp, and then I'm gonna ambush Tick. Like I'm gonna try, like Kalak is gonna actively try to sneak up on Tick and then leap out and like not like to
All
kill
right,
him or anything.
So roll
but-
stealth. So Tick, you walk out into the desert, and I already rolled. No one notices. They're all.
Oh, I peeped. Natural one.
A nat 1?
Dang it.
Roll again, please.
Now
Oh
everyone
man.
notices.
Oh no. I got a 10 plus 6 for 16.
16. So no fumble, but yeah. So Tick, as you're walking out, you see Kalak hovering through the sands, but his eyes glint. Those compound orbs in his, they hit the moonlight of the twin moons, and you see him to the side of you, sneaking up.
And when I do, I'll take my sword. And again, I'm holding that diligent look as if I'm really tracking something, just in case someone does look at me. Somewhat cautious, paranoid about that. And when I see him, I'll know you're still far enough away, but I'll just throw my longsword out with one hand, pointing it directly at you.
Kalak sees that and like stops, and then he'll just stand up and scuttle the rest of the way over. Next time.
And not this time.
Next time. Yes. Any new from camp? News? News?
And as I'm hearing this, I'll be mindful of where the camp is, and actually, if you're not already, Clock, I'll shift you to be on the opposite side of me. So it's not like two silhouettes standing, and it's more just like one giant silhouette. Even using yours to enhance my size. Yeah, news. Pressure. 2 drivers. Bezrock whip. Holden Fett. Big giant. Mule.
Yes, Holton cruel giant. Yes?
All cruel. Quinn Cook, pathetic. Jarkor. Or magic. Silver Springs, magic orb guy.
Orb priest.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep. Many guards, but drunk at night.
Beetle hive.
Unknown. One of 2 places.
What?
Left or right caravan. One of 2 places.
Beetle hive source.
Unknown.
Good. Any more?
They believe we are. Now stop. Is anyone behind me?
Kalak like looks out around.
As you do this,
He looks out
you
around
see.
Tick.
No, you do this. You see. There is a mule standing 25 feet behind with a steel blade out.
Kalak looks at Tick and he's gonna be like, and he's gonna don't crack too hard, and he's gonna jump. He's just gonna fucking try to lay Tick out.
And I'll be ready for it, and I'll try to just grab him and then throw him off to the side. Not towards a meal, but if I can grab him, I'm gonna throw him off to the side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, Amanda.
So Dalgra had followed. He watched Tick walk out. He followed behind. This mule was standing behind Tick, about 25 feet. You saw this when you peeked around. He's got that steel blade out, and he's just watching and listening. And with that, we go to initiative.
Oh. Do you want to roll, or do you want me to?
Would I have known he was close enough to hear?
No, I rolled a passive perception check for you. You missed it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Use Kalak as a weapon.
All right, so what are you doing as you see this Kalak? You peer around. The mule sees you. He pulls that silver blade out in the night, metallic, and he starts to walk forward toward Tick.
That's where we're at.
Fight.
What do you do, Club?
Did you roll initiative?
Oh, you. Oh, I
Did
thought
you
he
roll
was
the
asking
D6?
even before the initiative. I don't know who's rolling.
Let's have you roll, Tick.
I'll roll.
Me?
Yep.
That's not good. Oh, I got a 5.
Or you have it. So, as Kalak looks around, you see his eyes pivot. He runs forward. What do you do? Do you like vault
Sorry.
him as he?
Sorry, 1 second. Your voice is echoing right now, and I can hear my voice when I talk.
Anyone else? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Yes. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
fine.
I'm sorry.
Someone else has. Yes. There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
Nope.
Better.
Anyone else
now?
hear this?
still echoing.
Better now?
You're fine.
Better now?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Sounds good to me now. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
Josh. It's always Josh.
It's my
Carry on. My wayward son.
So with noticing him behind me coming, I will. What I'll try to do, and I don't. Oh, Clark, get ready to fly, and I will put my hands forward as if going to reach under. You have 4 of them, but armpits. And putting a foot out gently, but the flat of my foot to your abdomen. And then attempting to rocket you backwards over top of me towards him.
All right. Roll. Make a strength check.
If you're willing to, do you like go into my arms for the throw?
I'm trying to like attack you, and so your throw.
Okay.
Your throw is
That. All right.
thwarting
Yeah.
my attack of you.
All right.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then I'm just taking you, flying at me, 3-point touch you over top of me at him.
All right. So let's start with you, John. You're rolling to attack. Roll to hit.
Yep.
If you're grappling, make your grappling check.
Oh no, I'm gonna try to punch him.
Okay.
Twice.
Roll to hit.
Oh, not very good. 8,
No.
and then with my new and improved light mace, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Crap.
Crack.
Thunk.
It's offhand, so it's not spectacular. Ooh, it is spectacular. 8 points of damage.
Oh.
Crack.
So as Kalak rushes forward, you hear the mule behind you. You think you have a plan, Tick, and then suddenly
Yeah, I thought I did.
you see this strange weapon, recently fashioned, comes across, smacks you in the side of the head. Crack! You're dazed.
Am I so dazed that I still can't
No.
throw
It's
him at the
no.
mule?
No.
You're lucky that I don't want to kill you. So I'm still gonna make the attempt to make the throw and whip him at the mule. Because if I can not get hurt again and just kill the mule,
Okay.
that would be great. So I'm gonna whip him at the mule, but I need the mule like max.
So you're gonna make a grappling check,
Yep.
and your
I'm going
CMD,
to-
John, is
21.
all right. So you got to beat a 21.
And I just add. Do I add my CMB to this?
Yep.
Yeah, it should be on like right in your little combat
Yeah,
section.
I got it. I'm just
Oh,
debating about if
19,
I
I'm
use
sorry.
my plus.
That's 19. I'm sorry. I didn't.
So I'm gonna use my inspiration, and I'm also gonna use my +2. Because I'm rolling to get 20, or does that not work for this? Because I roll
No, you have
a
to beat the
D20,
19, and then there's a secondary roll. So you're like this initial one is to grapple, and then you have to launch. That's a secondary roll.
I'll use my +2 then, and not my inspiration.
Okay.
I don't trust my rolls. I have a +9, but still,
You only have a +1, Rory, not a +2.
I thought I have a 2. Oh, Zep has a 2.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna
you
use
can
my
have
+1.
mine.
Yes, thank heavens. It's 25.
Oh,
All right. You grab him. As he smacks you aside the temple, you grip that carapace. You're familiar with Tick now. You've battled him more than once. As you lift him up, roll again, and a strength check here.
And now, Okay.
So roll
So
d20,
now
add
I'll
your
use my
strength.
inspiration.
Yep.
I'll add my strength and inspiration.
Yep.
Heck yeah. I probably don't need the inspiration, but I'm not mad.
And you're 700 pounds, right? Josh?
400.
What's that?
400.
400.
Or like,
oh.
like 450.
450. Oh, gosh. You're barely heavier than me.
Light as a feather.
All right. Kind of wasting my inspiration. But I got a 1 on my inspiration. I have a +6 for my strength, so that's 7 and a natural 20.
A nat 20?
What?
Wait, roll again. Start with the nat 20, Rory.
Are you gonna crit missile weapon Colossus?
Kills Kalak and the other guy.
With my strength on the reroll, I have a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 on the reroll.
Yep.
What the? All right, so Kalak, as you rush forward, the massive hands of Tick slide under 2 of your forearms. He grips your carapace, your centrothorax. As he lifts your thorax, you feel the power. You've seen this guy, he's not fun. And he launches you. You slam into the mule who's running forward that just smacked Tick on the forehead, and now it's a crit. So you're gonna roll Kalak D100 and tell me what happens as you slam into him.
I want to bite the guy, if possible.
All right, well, let's see what your roll is.
If I have the wherewithal on the flight. 37.
I see your body outstretched, your arms by your sides, your mouth wide.
All right, and your mouth damage is 1d6.
It's a D4.
D4.
It's a D4.
Roll that.
3.
All right, as you fly forward, the mule lifts that metallic sword. You slam into his neck. As you try to bite, you actually scissor through with the force of Tick's throw. Tell me what it looks like.
So Kalak goes by just like a missile, and as he goes by, his jaws clamp on the guy's neck, and actually as Kalak's head passes by, he just tears the throat out. But then he grabs the guy with his arms, like he's sideways, and so he hits the guy, tears his throat out, and they fall to the ground. And Kalak's got him wrapped up in his forearms, and he's getting ready to run. If that's
That's fine. Yeah,
dies.
the mule falls to the ground. His blood spills out. He releases the blade into the sand. His neck lolls to the side, and the only sound is the gurgling of his blood.
Kalak is gonna grab the sword and then make like a Thrycreen screaming sound and take off.
You piece of crap.
and as he's running by, he's gonna send a message to Tick that's just, good hunt,
No.
good ambush,
No.
and skitter off into the dunes.
So where is he going?
He's gonna head back to the camp with Nida and stuff, but he's gonna take basically all night to get there. I mean, he doesn't sleep, so he's gonna, for probably 2 hours, just like skirt his way around and like meander his way. He's gonna kind of gloat with his corpse to any creatures that he encounters.
All right, so you have a metal short sword now.
Yes, a bladed short sword.
A metal short sword, yes.
Yes.
The first metal weapon in the campaign. You have that now.
Couldn't
yeah.
take the body with you and just eat it. Just couldn't.
No, he did. He took the body. He took the sword and the body.
Leaving a
I
blood
thought you
trail
just
as
took
it
the
goes.
sword. You also
No.
took the body.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I went.
He's trying to frame it. He's trying to frame it like a Thrycreen freaking ambushed the group and ran off with the body. I don't know how Tick is gonna interpret what just happened.
Yeah, I thought you left the body and left me with a dead body.
No. He took both. He took both.
Is this mule an elf?
No, it's a meal.
No, a mule is a half dwarf.
It's a half dwarf.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm either picturing a donkey on 2 legs.
No. Oh no, yeah. So
a bald, really muscular dude.
Yeah, that's a great point. So mules in Dark Sun, the idea of a traditional mule was a donkey, which was a horse, and a donkey made a mule. In Dark Sun, it's human or similar humanoid with a dwarf. That's a rare breeding, which creates a mule. It's like a half elf, but it's a half dwarf.
Okay. This makes a lot more sense because I was really concerned and
more concerned than it was a horse.
Donkey.
I was like, is it an elven donkey? Like, are you like elven bloodthirsty?
Oh,
Like,
This is episode 13 of Sea of Dark Sun, and Becca finally knows what a mule is.
thanks, guys. I was confused.
The rest of the night, anyone else?
Yeah, might as well. So, does Zeph hear this battle scream?
It was quick. They were beyond the next dune. Roll d20, add perception.
Alrighty, Mr. Friday. No, Mr. Friday.
Got to be the 17.
Yeah, no, Mr. Friday.
No, you did not hear.
Okay. While Zephatok is laying against wherever he is, if he's allowed to be by, like, against the No, those were the birds.
The Mechalots?
The Mechalot. If he's able to lay against it, he'll be there.
Okay.
If he's not, then I'll make do.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
effectively, with his hand in the sand, still feeling for the...
No sense of worm.
No sense of worm. But I would like to cast Summon Nature's Ally. And I would like to try and summon multiple... Oh, I have it in my notes. I just had it and I got distracted. The little insects that have the long, like, needle tongue thing that goes into the nape of the neck. The ones that cause so much pain.
Oh, the
ones
blood
that-
beetles.
Yes, there's the exact word. It's like a cormu or something. Tormund. A small tick that connects to the spinal column, safe to pull out slowly. That's supposedly what I have in my notes, but yes.
So you summon...
Isn't that the psychic beetle thing? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's...
No.
Yeah.
I would like to summon as many as you feel like a first level spell of Summon Nature's Ally would be able to bring, and he would just like to direct them into the oh my gosh, Josh, wagon atop the Mechalot.
As you cast the
Or
spell.
just actually, or just throughout the camp. Actually, not on top of the Mechalot. Sorry, just throughout the camp.
Wait. So I'll tell you what happened. So you reach your hands down, pulling them out after looking for worms, feeling no worm sign. You cast this spell. You summon Nature's Ally. You see 2 of these tiny beetles emerge from the soil. Where do you send them?
Okay, beautiful. 2 is as many as I really need. Because there's only 2 people where you really don't like. I would love for one of them to scurry to
Bezrak, Holton Fett?
Yeah, Balsac, and Holton Fett.
So you send 2 of these to them.
Mm-hmm.
As the beetles scurry off into the night, you think you hear something in the background. There's a brief, like, gurgle. You dismiss it. Probably some nighttime predator. And these beetles scurry off, following your command. Lucius.
Uh,
Go ahead, sorry.
Zephytalk will just kind of chuckle to himself, as if it's just some form of practical joke, and will lay back down and just nestle in for the night.
As he lays down, his ear, Zephytalk, there is peace to you tonight. The open sky, the stars scattered across the horizon. Skrit pupating in his chrysalis. The warm thrum against your chest, and the knowledge that two of your friends skitter into the desert night. Lil Mama, you lay against Marius' chest. You hear him snoring. He falls asleep. Do you do anything else before the morning, or do you allow him to wake up, as you said earlier? You want him to wake up like that?
I want him to wake up like that, slumped over in my lap. I want him to help be reminded of the last night, like the night that we spent together.
All right.
I want him to think about that.
All right. Anyone else? Before the night ends? All right. Tick.
Yep, I will.
You just launched Kalaki's sever. Like it was a fun, like, you got a little headache, but
Yep, and I will. Just with the same diligence and looking around that I went out of the camp with, I'll go back. I'm just a guard on duty, and nothing happened, and I'm just going back to take my just watching into the darkness to make sure nothing attacks this place.
all right. I'll roll on screen here.
And
Doing
I was not.
too many
by
rolls
the
here
meal.
on the. Let's see what this says. Oh,
I was not by
golly.
the meal, so I didn't have
You
anything
are.
on me
That's a
either.
good roll. So you walk back into camp. Most are already asleep or deeply in their inebriation state, and as you walk back in, no one pays attention to you.
And as a note, I did not hit the meal. I was not by the meals. I do not have any blood on me.
Right. Well, except on your head, where you were struck.
Oh, from where I was hit, yeah. So,
Yeah.
wiping that up. But of course, there's a wound there, yes. But all that blood from the meal is not on.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. As you walk back into camp, then the next morning, as the gentle rays belie what will come with the punishing sun, morning dawns. And you see the caravan stirs to life. Many are gathered around, pulling up the reins. There's a scent of cooking kank meat in the air. Early, before even the sun is coming fully over the horizon, just in the early rays of dawn, the camp begins to stir and prepare for the day. As they do, you, Marius, what is it? What? He looks at you. Becca, you promised a song. If I admitted dinosaurs belonged in Dark Sun. He looks at you.
Somebody clip this.
He is highly suspect. He looks nervous to wake up in another's lap. His eyes, he kind of skitters back, still transfixed by your glorious abs. His eyes do linger a bit, but he looks highly concerned.
And Lucius is just stretching and good morning, my friend.
He looks down his breeches. They're still fastened.
You made a tempting offer.
I did?
Lucius will clap a hand on his on his back. You did. And maybe one day I'll take you up on that, but as of last night, we are still just friends.
He looks relieved. He puts a hand to his head. The gangs that we took the boy from 3 days ago, they were rank. They were rank gangs. They was like too much inside. They were, I did not. There was too much.
Lucius kind of smile at him and maybe wink and whatever you have to say, my friend. But just remember, we are that now. We are friends. Lucius will stand up and pick up his lute and offer a hand down to Marius to help him up.
He reaches up, clasps your arm. He's pretty light, actually, as he pulls up. You see, he's not a heavy man. And he almost gives you a grateful look, as though you might have taken advantage of him, but didn't.
Well, my friend, shall we start our day?
It is time.
Lucius grabs.
Sorry, go ahead. What?
Lucius just grabs his lute and starts to strum a little bit.
I did not dream. The haunting melodies. They did happen the last eve.
Yes. Yes, they did.
He looks around, makes sure no one's looking. Have you another song?
For you, my friend, I will always have a song.
Here we freaking go!
As dawn's first light goes gently creep, awakening from our peaceful sleep, the world in stillness a whisper hush. Morning arrives, the nature's trust. With dreams of night, we bid adieu to greet the day so fresh and new. A symphony of birds and sweet refrain welcome to us the day to reign.
How dare you say you can't sing? Bravo! What?
Yes.
Dinosaurs belong in Dark Sun.
Yes.
They belong. Yes. Bravo. All right, clip that. Clip it, Mando. We got to have that. All right, so we're going to stop there tonight because Josh has to go early, and I know it's a bit early, but Dark Sun will be back next week. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you for all the support, Mad Chatters. We do have this gorgeous giveaway from the Chainmail set 2001 here from Josh. And as we go through this, we're going to do Who is Stream MVP. And let's start off with you, Kalak. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Sorry,
Because
just
when
for
it's
note- no, sorry, just for note, it is not from me because John bought it, so it is from John.
No, it's from you, Josh. Come on, stop. All right,
Sorry.
Kalak, why should you be Stream MVP?
Kalak should be Stream MVP because every time it's his action, someone's got to die. That's just how that's his mode of operation. It doesn't always start that way, and he actually, so far, rarely intends it to be, but it's just apparently it's his destiny.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wait. I didn't kick off the Nightbot, did I? Crud. Hang on.
No, you did not.
I didn't. Okay, thank you, Manda. All right. So hang on here. We'll get that kicked off. Hashtag BlueBoxRPG. Hang on one second. Becca, you killed that. You should sing.
No.
No, you did. That was awesome.
That was so good.
It was so good. Way better than Rory.
I mean,
Yo, I'm remote.
Hashtag BlueBoxRPG in the chat. I pasted it there. That should work. Let me make sure it's popping up. Yep. All right. It's working. So we'll give you a few minutes. So there it is. All right. You'll be rolling for Rory.
huh?
Hang on.
John?
John's sexy butt. No, stop. Okay. No, Pat, you never win. All right, we got it up now. Still a few seconds left. Post that in the chat. All right. So, Kalak. Sorry, Rory. You will be rolling for Natasha. Let's go.
Okay, I'll be right back too.
Rory, why
Yes.
should Tick be stream MVP?
Tick should be stream MVP because he found out about the layout of the different people, from the mule to Zaro to the drivers to Bezrock, and noticing he has a whip and kind of his temperament, utilizing that also, right? Purposely stepping in and turning his back into the whip like a Bezrock screwed up and whipped him. And then playing it out even more so that Holton Fett thought that, oh yeah, this guy's just submissive and he's going to take the hit.
Yeah.
So then playing that out.
That was so well done. I love that part. I mean, it kind of blew me away. I did not expect that from you guys.
And then utilizing not my amazing sword as my weapon, but using Kalak as the weapon. And getting a nat 20.
You're rolling for Pat 66.
Yeah.
Anala, why should you be stream MVP?
Because I stayed behind with Buck and kept Nida safe.
And you're rolling for Patrick Fraley. Let's go. Lucius, many reasons. I'm not going to predict. I think it's going to be a runaway tonight. But why should you be stream MVP?
Because I got you to finally admit that there should be dinos in Dark Side. Because I sang, which is one of the most uncomfortable moments I've ever had on Blue Box.
Wait, what was the next closest uncomfortable moment?
I don't know, probably some of Josh's jokes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, always Josh, yes.
Some of the private messages Josh sends me during and trying to keep a straight face. But yes, I also had some great roleplay tonight, I think. I became friends, and yeah, so vote Lucius. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
You got Boba Kiln. Boba Kiln, are you still in chat? I already saw Pat and yep, everyone else is in. Boba, I'm sure you are. You're always in.
He's here. Hello.
Got it.
There.
Josh,
Hello.
why should Zephatok be stream MVP?
Zephatok should be stream MVP. Honestly, I don't really have a good reason. He was able to try and send those little dudes after the two most hated in camp.
And who are the two most hated in camp, Josh? Can you please just get it right one time, please? As the DM,
I have it in my notes.
Holton
Bezrock.
Fett and Bezrock. All right, you got it.
I just said it. Yeah, but that's about it.
No, your role play was great. You're so humble, Josh. Why are you so humble?
Lucius killed it this time.
All right, Josh, you're rolling for
Joshua, wait.
Mike,
Wait,
Necromantic DM. Mike is in the chat. All right, so here we go. Stream MVP is up. Let's roll around the room, and let's start with you tonight, John. Tell us who you're rolling for and make the roll.
I'm rolling for Natasha. Natasha, and I think are they a sub?
Yes. Always a yep.
Okay, I got
Our
13.
Icelandic friend.
13.
This is for the chain. 13. That's pretty good.
No, it's not. Thank
No,
you
it's
for,
pretty good.
for being sympathetic, though.
Rory.
Oh, telling you what, John, it's over 10, so it's probably better than me.
No.
Oh! Never mind. You have a 16 and a 19 for Pat 66.
19 for Pat. Let's go, Pat Stubbs. All right. Manda, you can beat that.
Really?
You can beat a 19.
Can I tie it? that
A 19? Let's go! Both Pats with 19s. Let's go to you, Lucius.
Bobakin.
Oh my gosh, you're crushing the stream MVP vote. It's not even close.
I got a 19.
Oh, Boba, Pat, and Pat, 3 19s. Let's go. John Fullfield. That's you, Josh.
Yeah, I finally realized. I'm rolling for necromantic. That is a 10 and a 9. No, a 5.
All right, we have 3 19s. Pat Stubbs, Pat Fraley, and then Patrick Fraley. He didn't like never call him Pat. Patrick Fraley, and then we have you had right. So let's roll those 3. Just roll 1 d20.
15.
All right.
14.
17.
Let's go, Fraley! You have won it, my friend. Patrick Fraley, you have won the gorgeous From Josh. Yes, everyone say it together, From Josh. I'll pull it up
From
here
Josh.
again. It is From Josh. From Josh. From who? From Josh.
From Josh.
From Josh.
Josh.
This chainmail ogre. And knowing Patrick, he'll probably paint it and give it back to me. But anyway, so thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And the stream MVP. Oh, it's so close. It's like only.
I
Well,
think Tick's gonna take
It's so close.
Pat draws. That's great. Thank you for
I
the
got
video.
one.
I love it.
Oh, fan art. Wait, fan art. Wait, hold on. The songs, Lucius, the songs. My goodness. Becca, marriage is doing well for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you were like nothing.
You were nothing before you married Rory. Yeah, yeah.
You get that a lot of time.
So glad. Ooh.
Oh, I don't like this fan art. No.
Jonathan
I
Demon
love
Gun's
it.
wife enters the chat.
This,
Yeah, I was like,
this is terrible fan art.
This is great fan art.
No, this is terrible fan art. All right, I'll show it.
I have no idea. What
Here we go. Until dinos roam the world, no notes will escape my lips.
Wow.
That is awesome, Pat.
Just look at the abs.
Look at the map.
The lats,
We
the traps, the biceps,
you know,
the
shiny
delts.
speck, the shiny speck that, like, you know, when people smile, it like glints. We need like an abs glint for.
Yes. Ding. Well, congratulations to you. Well done tonight, Lucius. Little Mama, you were awesome. And as we get ready to raid, final thoughts any of you have for our mad chatters?
Love you guys.
Always the love.
Great.
Thanks. Hearts and balls.
Out of your lives.
Mhm.
Hearts and balls. Need a nap.
We're rating Guild Superior. All right, so guys, we'll be back on Sunday. Great stream with Tears of Aird. Wow, they're in a great place. It's going to be so much fun as they go into the temple, the shrine of it's going to be a fun stream on Sunday. Don't miss that. Then we have next Wednesday, a fun guest we're joining on our LMA stream. We have Friday Night Crusades kicking off on Friday. There's so much happening here on Blue Box. The Discord is popping off. It's so much fun. Rating 10 seconds.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Sleep well. Love
Thank
you.
you everyone for staying with us.